Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Yo, what up, my fellow samurai, and welcome back to another Noob to Commander. Today, I was also trying to practice and train against my friend Gabozo, and as you can see in Northgard, I took the Dragon Clan, and he was on the Ravens. Yeah, so let's check it out, and please let me know what I can improve on if you are a master in Northgard on strategy games in general. And otherwise, yeah, just enjoy. And yeah, let's get better together. So I was very excited for this game because I never played the Dragon Clan, and I disliked the Dragon Clan because of the slavery mechanic. But they changed the clan recently, and I gave it another try because I heard about the strong late game military side, and usually the games between Gabozo and me, they are kind of like stale and boring, and we just look each other into the eyes but never do something very aggressive. So this time I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and really try to beat him down with military. So for that, I was a little bit practicing, to be honest, because I watched a video how to rush a carpentry build with the Dragon Clan, and to be honest, I only remembered the first year how to build the build order, and even then I messed up. Secondly, the other thing was we had someone, yeah, joining us on Discord, and I had to explain a lot of things to him because this game was fairly new to him. So I sometimes struggled to play and explain and talk. But yeah, just check it out, and I will give some commentary in some spaces, what happened here, what my plan was, what I struggled with. So let's keep and enjoy that gameplay. So first little change that I did, I zoomed out completely because I wanted to see more of the map, to be more mobile, and yeah, trying to see more what is happening. And the carpentry build starts fairly easy because you go with the food source building and two woodcutters. That's very important. And my goal in the beginning was to get again like the giant, so I can rush and attack Gabozo fairly quickly. To be honest, he doesn't know one thing because he's new to the game, and I explained some things to him, but sometimes I want him to try it out on his own. And what he doesn't know is that you can take your um, scouts and put them to the neutral faction so they can gather some, yeah, honor for you, or how, I don't know how it's called, but you know what I mean probably. So you get them fairly easy friendly for you, and that's something that really, yeah, gave me an advantage, as you can see later on. The last thing I want to focus on here in the intro is you will see me struggle a lot with the slavery scale over in the top, because sometimes when you're focused on fighting, you forget about yeah, uh, kind of sacrifice some slaves or villagers. But yeah, that happened like twice, I guess, in the middle of the fight. But I managed that, and I had a blast. Really, I was fairly happy how it went, even though I was not sure because Gabozo was rushing a lot of economy, and yeah, he kind of usually chooses the defensive head shock strategy of burrowing into one tile, building a tower, and just being a hard armadillo to crack. Yeah, and as a noob, I didn't know that that the Dragon Clan can attack with the villagers other tiles, so they can fight wolves and other neutral factions to get tiles. That was pretty much a advantage. I think that's the only clan that can do it, but let me know if I'm wrong. So the other thing that I changed in my gameplay is I didn't rush a healer hut, because in the Dragon Clan, I guess you can use those herd villagers to sacrifice them. That's one thing. Later on, I did when I started to fight. I don't know if that's the approach. Let me know, because I think when I watch some gameplay on YouTube, I don't see people building a healer's hut that often or that early. Maybe that's a little bit like a thing. So I finished my first military building and attacked this tile here, and at that point I made a little bit of a mistake, because I got this tile here, but I lost a lot of food for that, because I wanted to build another farm here, and that gave me a little bit, or not even a little bit, but a high setback. um but it was necessary. As you can see, a lot of my guys will now get hungry, and they don't produce a lot of food and stuff, so that was fairly a bad idea. And also, I was trying to get more reputation for the giants, because I noticed later on that Gabozo was building this stone offering thing that um, is fairly yeah, devastating when he gets the giants. So I tried my best to get them as quick as possible. On the side note here, I usually had this one tile here that was always attacked by wolves or by draugrs. That was pretty annoying, and I should have, I guess I should have attacked the tiles next to it fairly quickly, so I didn't have this problem. It was really annoying, and sometimes set me back for a little bit. In this winter, I finally got my giant, and from that point on, I tried to get my relic as fast as possible and crush him. First, I also had the idea that I maybe would get the tile with the Helmheim tile to win by special conditions, but to be honest, I was a little bit fragile, because when I attack them and Gabozo is really next to me, he can also intervene, and that was a little bit too much for me. But as you can see, I'm now pretty confident. And I also, there was the other thing, I tried to get my hero, because that was a fun meme. I wanted to torture him with getting his villagers, or maybe attack him even with neutral guys like kobolds or goblins, or how they called. I play that in German, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, that's kind of how it will turn out in the future. Let's see more. So here, finally, you can see I placed my relic. I was waiting for my 200 food to get my first giant, and this clan is so bonkers with those. And of course, you have to be lucky that your opponent is not very aggressive. But now, as you can see, I'm pushing, and I got my hero as well. And that's like, now the fighting begins, and yeah, we kind of crushing them, because he had some militia. And to be honest, militia is, you're always scared of them, but they're not worth it, I would say. And yeah, he's running, as you can see, and I got his tile with the food. He told me it didn't bother him as much, and as you can see, I had the problem with, now my buildings are burning, my yeah, my meter of slavery is going down. I didn't notice that, and now everything, they're stopping working. and well, they stopped working. And that was like, huh, why do I have that much minus on everything? So yeah, just enjoy. I noticed, and I put some slaves there. He tries to get the tile back, but he notices very quickly that those giants are too powerful. So he gives me this tile, and yeah. So here I was pressuring him again. I didn't want to give him a lot of time to recover. That was very needed, because usually our games are like, yeah, I get this tile here and then kind of stand off for the rest of the game, and then sometimes he wins with something else. And in this game he started even to fight with his villagers, as you can see, and he started to trade, and that was like a ticking time bomb for me when we do the standoff. But those giants are just crushing because of the AoE attack. Oh, great. I've really enjoyed this clan. I would love to play other clans as well, that well as I did here. But you can see, I have to go back, heal up again, and try to do my best. So this is now the final fight. I was trying to get him from the other side to focus his troops on the other side. And this attack was pretty much devastating because all the AoE attacks, I really crushed the villagers and he didn't have anything left. That was so satisfying because the last times he improved a lot. He was winning constantly, like 2 in a row, and yeah, that was like my revenge game and it worked out well. So yeah, in the end it was a very fun game for me, I guess, even for him, even though you could hear in Discord that he was a little bit surprised how active I was. And that's a good thing, because that pressure, that gives him the pressure to improve later on, and also me to be more confident. But what would you say? What did I well? What was really bad? And did you enjoy it? Do you want to watch more of it? Like on the same day I bought Age of Empires 4, and we'll practice that as well because the Japanese faction is here and I'm Smiling Samurai, so I want to play the Japanese and maybe even master them. So I hope you like it, and I see you in the next one. Peace out. another thing that I noticed is, I don't know, it's that's only for the Dragon Clan, but mainly when the winter stopped or changed into spring, the Dragon Clan produced a lot of resources after that, like for a short amount. Maybe that's just biased, but I really noticed that it was fairly positive in my regard. So yeah, maybe that gave me like a little bit of a mental boost to produce more and go on.